sled has always been the top of the school in the district. I remember back in the early 70s, I worked a chain gang out here on the football field with a couple of graduates from this Sled High School. And you always hated to come down this sled to play because they were just so mean and so tough. And in every sport, whether it be track or at that time they didn't have volleyball, but track or baseball or football, you just knew that if you came down, you had a fight on your hands. And that's what we're trying to build now, is that fight back to that tradition back. Over 85 years ago, it's been standing here. Let me tell you what's happened in the last 3 years, and this is starting my 4th year. I've been in the district 40 years, or 41 if I didn't retire. And coming to this sled is almost like one of those things that you always had a feeling this is where you wanted to be, and it just worked out. And the district has allowed me to stay. In the last 2.5, 3 years, $16 million. That's a lot of money. $16 million was poured in Isleta High School. Now, a lot of that went to the new roof on the outside. And you'll never see that unless you fly over the school. But did you know on top of our roof they had to pull everything off because of the water leaks? You know, you guys remember all of that. Did you know there's 7 layers of roof that was on this building? 7 layers. So the way they fixed it was add to it, add to it, and add to it. So they had to take all the layers off and put on a new roof. And then they put a roof on there with a snow globe type stuff, chemical, or the material. When they get out, they're going to be job ready. Some of them are going to have an associate's certificate of completion. They also came through and retiled the floors. So you've seen that. There's still some areas that need to be a little work done, but they retiled the floors. You probably remember air conditioning pipes up in the rooms, hanging around in the rooms, big old units up in the rooms with pipes to show. The jobs that we try to get back in, I don't even know if they exist anymore. Because the jobs that we have, we're preparing kids for jobs that we're not quite for sure what they're going to have to know. But we do know they're going to have skills. We do know they're going to have social skills. And we do know they're going to have to work with other people. And we do know they have to be self-thinkers. They have to be able to work unsupervised. And that is what has happened in Isleta High School. Something that's never happened before. You guys probably remember the horse running up and down the field at the pep rallies. Guess who still has a horse that runs up and down the field on the pep rallies? We do. And he has a spear that he throws in the ground. Well, the spear is pretty heavy. If you've ever lifted it, it's not a light spear. But I had an old boy come in with me and we worked on a mural in the wall. Well, when he did that, we started talking about this at high school. So he made us this spear out of aluminum pole. You hold it right in the right area. It's balanced. It's just like a javelin. He could sit back here and throw it, and it will stick in the ground automatically. So this is something we're going to try to use with our horse rider because it's a little bit more pointed. That could be dangerous. But now we're going to be able to stick it. You know, sometimes when our horse rider rides up and down the field and they throw the spear, it doesn't stick. You ought to hear the audience. Ah! And they just sit there at the pep rally. Somebody will run out there and pick up the spear, give it to him again, and he'll try it again. The same eruption from the crowd when you were shooting, when the spear stuck in the ground, is the same thing that happens today. Our student body will just be sitting there standing in the audience. When that horse goes, we're playing with the drums. And as we're doing that, when that spear sticks, it erupts like crazy. The football team runs out to the spear, does a few things, and comes back to us at the pep rally. Now, I will tell you this. I've experienced quite a few things here at Isleta High School, but I tell you something I've never experienced. We had a horse rider at Easter. But we didn't throw anything on the ground, but we had a horse rider. Well, we have a horse rider here that throws a spear. And each year, they try out and they see who can become the horse rider, the Indian. Dressed up as an Indian, riding the horse bareback. Yeah, this poor old guy was our first pep rally. And it's not his regular horse. His regular horse was somewhere else. But he borrowed a horse. Well, for the drums and the crowd and the band playing, the horse got a little skittish. I didn't mean that, although it did happen. That did happen also. That really did happen. But anyway, he got a little skittish, and he says, giddy up, or whatever you tell a horse. And as he started off, that horse turned the other way, and it threw it. He flipped on the ground, he landed on his back, and the horse just headed right out the gate. Well, we had a couple of our security guards and a couple of fat people chasing the horse. You know, that was destined not to work. And the guy was finally getting up. Well, they caught the horse. He had stopped right out here in front of Wafer Jim. Bring the horse back in, and we're going to try it again. But this time we locked the gates. You know, we shut all the gates. Guess who fell off the horse the second time? The same thing. And the crowd could not believe it. The horse ran off, the same people chased him again. And I went up to the microphone and talked about how he never gave up. That's the Indian pride. You never give up. And as I said, what an Indian. Man, let's give the guy a hand. Well, the audience gave him a standing ovation, and here's what that guy that fell off the horse and just walked away, he's going like this. But I will say this, the next week, next pep rally, homecoming, he rode that horse and the spear stuck, and the pride just erupted. Building construction. When I wore this, I had one arm longer than the other one. But look how times have changed on what we expect. The senior rigs probably cost you $25, $35, $40. They're up to $300, $400. The changes, this in itself right here. So as you see, things are just evolving and just changing along the way. But one thing does not change. That's what happens on the inside of Vista High School. That has not changed. And it's still academic. We're still strong in social skills, and we take care of business. And our job is to make sure our kids are ready when they leave this school. We force them, we tackle them, we tie them up. We do whatever we got to do to educate them, because sometimes they don't make the right choices. Just needed to share this with you because I remember what it used to be.